Hey y'all, this is Brandy from Southern Crafts DIY, and I want to say hey to all my returning viewers and welcome any new viewers. So if you follow me on social media, which the links are down below, you'll have seen a list of everything needed for today's project. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to have this fun little project for Easter. It's just a little wall decoration, and I think it's going to come out really cute. At least I hope it is. So we're going to jump in and, I'm going to show you what's needed. Alright y'all, so what I'm going to be using is these cute pieces of paper you get from, any craft store. It doesn't even have to be these exact papers, but I got the bigger pieces from Hobby Lobby. So, they were in a bundle, but I'm sure you can buy them separate. And I got these from another store, Pop something. They were in a little Valentine's Day cardstock. But just pick the paper you like that would work really well for this project that you like. Okay, I'm going to be using this this flower I got from sign I got from Dollar Tree. It's going to work really great for spring Easter theme. And I'm going to be using some Grotto Green paint from Home Decor, Folk Art Home Decor. I think it'll be a nice background for these lighter, brighter colors. And I'm going to be using scissors, a pencil, paintbrush, and I think I'm just going to be using glue, but you can use Mod Podge if you want. But I think I'm just going to stick with glue. Alright, let's get started. Alright y'all, so I just drew a cute little rabbit. It's not perfect looking, but I just drew it and cut it out for this project. I'm going to try to attempt to draw a bigger one also, just so that there are different sizes and different ones. That way they're not all the same. So you just take, or you can, if you have a rabbit stencil or anything, you can use that. But I'm just going to draw. I don't want them to be the same size. So as you can tell, this one's going to be bigger. And I'm trying to do it as nice of a circle as I can. I'm not perfect at circles. I mean, that rabbit doesn't look perfect, but I thought it was good for what I'm doing. Doesn't have to be perfect. Sorry. I'm just trying to do some different ones so that they don't look the same. That's way too big of an, and this is just, I'm not even gonna lie to you, this is just artist interpretation. So I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna play around. I'm gonna cut this out, and then I'm gonna use both of these as stencils for the others. So we're gonna do that as soon as I find my scissors. Alright, so like I said, this is just what I thought would look nice. So, and they don't have to be perfect. I mean, if you want to, you can get a stencil and do all this to make it look nice and perfect. I just drew a quick little stencil of a rabbit, and I'm gonna cut it out. Now y'all can go with whatever y'all think looks best. This is just kind of like a quick little, I would call it abstract because I don't think this looks exactly like a bunny, but you know, that's just me. So it's just fun to do different things. They don't have to look perfect. I'm not even 100% following the line here. This was just to help me, you know, try to make it look something like a bunny rabbit. And this is literally the same thing I did with the smaller one. I may not have followed the lines perfectly. I may have thought, hey, this looks like it needs this. And I went from there. Alright, so there's my two rabbits. Oh, that's like totally jacked up. I'm gonna mess it up by doing this, y'all. I'm gonna leave it alone. Otherwise, I'm gonna have it completely messed up. Alright, so those are my two rabbits. So I'm gonna do the rest on the others, and then we'll move on to the next step. And as you can see, I did it. There's 4 different that I have sheets of bunny that I gotta cut out. So I'm just gonna do that. And I just think these are so cute. I cannot wait to do this. So like I said, you're going to cut out the bunnies and don't try to make it perfect. I mean, if you make it imperfect, that just makes it yours more. So I'm just going to cut them out. I just wanted to show you that I did get it done and that they might not look exactly the same as the ones I originally cut, but that's fine. So I just wanted to tell y'all that. So when I get done cutting it, I will show you the next. Alright, y'all, those are done. They look really, really cute. I'm really happy with them. So we're going to move on to the next step. So let me pick these up and not tear them up. Alright, move them out of the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to be painting this, and because I don't want to get paint on this, I'm going to take it off. So I'm going to paint this. Let's see if I found my paintbrush. Yeah. Give me a second. Let me go get my paintbrush. I got my paintbrush. I know this is a silicone mat, but I really just don't want to get my paint on it. So I got a paper towel to put under it. I'm going to hopefully open my paint. And I'm just going to paint it. So it doesn't have to be anything perfect. I'm going to do the whole thing green. I just, like I said, when I was thinking about this and I wanted to do the different light colors for the bunnies, I just started thinking I need a dark color for the background, which you can also do dark colors for the bunnies and a light color for the background, whichever floats your boat. This is what I wanted to do. So I'm just gonna paint, and for once I'm not gonna be too cryptic about the lines and the way it goes. I'm just gonna paint it, and we're gonna just have some fun and see how this comes out. Usually I try to go in one direction, but I just want to have some fun with this. I don't want to do everything the same every single time I do something. So I'm gonna dry it, and then I'm gonna flip it over and paint, but I want to make sure there's no like thick in the cracks. Alright, so I'm gonna dry that, and then I'm gonna paint this sign. I'll show you it when it's done. Alright, y'all, so we're gonna see how this works. I don't know. I'm gonna use a glue stick just to see. I don't know. I thought I can just play around with, you know, like that. You know, just see how I like it. Don't have to be nothing perfect. You know, we're just having some fun with this. I don't know. Put this over here. I'm trying to see, and I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I'm just gonna do this, and however it comes out, you know. I love this butterfly one. Maybe like this, something like that. You know, we're just playing around with it. Well, maybe not that there because that's there, but you know, I think I put the butterfly over here. You know, we're just playing around with it, see how we like it. So we're just gonna go. I'm gonna try this. If I don't like the way it glues, I will use a different glue. I'm already not sure about it, but we will see. So I'm gonna stick this right there. Yep, I'm not liking it, so I'm gonna wipe that off and use a different glue. I think it might be too old. I don't know. I use what I got. I'll be right with. I'll change it. All right, I'm gonna use the regular old white glue, but I don't want to put too much on it, so I'm gonna brush it on there as soon as I find my thing. I'll use this one. All right. So, like I said, I'm just putting on there. I don't know. I'm just having fun and sticking on there. So we're gonna add the glue to the back, maybe. And I'm gonna push it around. I'm just trying not to use too much glue where it seeps out of the side like crazy, but I do want to make sure I get plenty of glue on there to give me a second to make sure it stays, if that makes any sense. I really like this butterfly one. So, yep, that seems to be working. And after, if you want to do an extra protectant, you could put some Mod Podge, and I might actually do that later. Not right now. I'll probably do that later. Let me find something else. That might work better. Let's just spread the glue. All right. I don't know, I'm just trying to spread it across. But I think I am going to use Mod Podge just because this is pieces of paper also. And I just want to make sure it stays. I think I'm going to use this one down here. I was trying to figure out which one I'm going to use. But, and this is totally up to y'all. I'm just, you know, I had a way and then I changed it, as y'all could see, because I had it on there a certain way. And I decided I wanted to do something different. So, and it's just a fun little thing to make for Easter, spring, whatever. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. I'll do that. This is coming out pretty cute. I'm liking it so far, y'all. I would love to hear y'all's opinion on it, but I'm liking it so far. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to tear up my bunny's ear. Yeah, I'm definitely going to put a coat of Mod Podge over this because I just want to make sure it stays glued down. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I like this, y'all. I'm happy with this. I haven't even finished it and I'm already happy with it. And I'm just doing the bunnies which way I decide to do them is not a big deal. They don't have to be, oh, they have to go straight. If you want to, you can do some upside down. Yep, this is so cool. Yep, I'm liking this. I'm trying not to do the same color right next to each other, but you know, it is what it is. So it's not that big of a deal. Come on. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm just painting the glue on there to make sure it's got plenty on there, but not too much that, like I said, it's gonna leak out. And it's working. I'm trying not to cover up too much, and you can always add more. I don't think I'm gonna add more, but I'm just saying you can always add more. And I think I'm gonna do this on this. Ah, it's so cute, y'all. Alright, I need to calm down a little. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on my fun little thing, and if y'all like it, because this is total just spur of the moment. Oh, I'm gonna do something, let's see what it comes out looking like, and I'm not hating it. I'm really not. But I am going to Mod Podge it. I don't think I'm going to add any more, but I think I am going to do something to it though before I Mod Podge it. So, and this is something extra. You don't have to do it. It was not planned. So don't think just because I'm doing this, you have to do it. Alright, so that's that. Get air back in this. Alright, so I'm going to do my little next step. That is not planned. And again, you do not have to do this. This is just something I want to do, but give me a second, I gotta find it. So like I said, this is total extra. I just thought I could use this. We're gonna see how it works. I'm just gonna add an outline to the bunnies. Just to maybe help see them a little better because they are crossing over. And we'll see how this looks when I'm done. This is total added on. It was not planned. So don't worry about it if you don't do it. And if you don't want to do it, just like the Mod Podge is going to be extra. It was not planned, but I am going to go ahead and do it. And if you decide this, you can even do different colors for the different bunnies just to maybe make them stand out even more. I think it's so cute, y'all, and it's technically not even done, but it came out so cute. I am so happy with this. I just picked gold because I thought gold would be a pretty good color to, you know, make it stand out. And like I said, I don't know. I might be making a mistake. I don't think I am. Everything is to your likes. If you like something, go for it. I just want to have some fun when I do things. This is coming out so cool, y'all. I'm loving it. Oops. I got that a little thick, but it's fine. Mess ups are all part of what makes stuff look so great. I was like, this hidden, but no, this is on top. Look how great that's coming out. It looks so cute. Y'all, last minute additions make the project too. You'll sit there and be like, I'm done, and you'll be like, no, you know what? I think this will look so good on there. And it does. Alright, I think this is the last one. And then I'm going to Mod Podge it. Y'all, this is so cool. Yep, that looks so good. Alright. So there's that. Now, let me find my Mod Podge. I know I have some. There's some matte. I'm going to put it on there. And then I'm going to let it dry. And then that way, they won't get destroyed. So. And like I said, I would love to hear y'all's opinion on this. I think it's going to come out looking great. I already love it before the Mod Podge. Hopefully the Mod Podge doesn't ruin it, but I don't think it will. It never did ruin any of my projects. I think it's just going to give an extra layer of protection and come out looking marvelous. I'm sorry. What can I say? Alright, so I'm going to let it dry. And then we'll see you later. Ouch. Alright y'all, so I am so in love with this. It came out so great. So the last thing you're going to do, once I find it, because apparently I lost it, is we're going to put the thingy back on. There it is. Okay. So we're going to add the tie back on there. If I can get it on there. I'm gonna lie. Alright. So we're just gonna do that. And we're gonna tie it back on there. and it's gonna be done. Y'all, I'm so happy. This was literally just a what should I do kind of thing, and it came out so freaking cute. I'm not even lying. Alright, so there it is. There it is. It's done. I enjoyed making this project. If you enjoyed it too, please, please, please like, share, comment. Like, share, and comment down below to let me know y'all enjoyed it. And I will see y'all next time. Bye!